daily scary story. Dare to listen?
Elena stood alone in the foggy village square, the crescent moon casting a ghostly glow upon the cobblestones. She glanced down at the object that had been delivered to her that very afternoon, a weathered stone statue, enigmatic and rough-hewn. It was said to be a family heirloom, passed down through generations, a guardian against unknown evils. As she neared the old stone statue with moss, she could almost feel its cold gaze settle heavily upon her.
Her uncle's letter had been cryptic, mentioning the statue's protective nature, but also hinting at a cost for its guardianship. The villager spoke in hushed tones of the stone guardian's origin, avoiding direct eye contact whenever questioned. Elena, curious yet apprehensive, decided to take the statue home, hoping its secrets would slowly reveal themselves. The air felt thick and foreboding as she carried it through the village. As days turned into nights, the fog seemed to cling more persistently around her cottage, and a chilling aura emanated from the statue. At first, it was subtle, a cold breeze inside the house, a shadow moving just out of sight. But then the dreams began, vivid and unsettling. Elena found herself wandering through a stone labyrinth, the walls whispering in an ancient language. One evening, her friend Thomas came to visit, concerned by the changes he had noticed in Elena. His sturdy build and serious expression softened as he asked if she felt all right. Elena attempted to brush off his concern, yet the small scar above her eyebrow twitched, a sign of her inner turmoil. Still, she couldn't shake the feeling that the statue had somehow drawn her in, anchoring her with invisible chains. Thomas examined the statue closely, his curiosity piqued by its intricate carvings and the myths surrounding it. "I've heard old tales," he said, tracing a moss-covered line with his fingers. "The guardian is said to protect, but at a terrible cost." Elena watched him, a shiver running down her spine, as the creeping fog outside seemed to deepen around her home. That night, Elena noticed something startling when she looked in the mirror. Her skin appeared paler, almost as if it was turning to stone. Panic rose within her, and she confronted the statue, demanding answers from its unyielding form. Her voice echoed through the cottage, swallowed by the oppressive silence. Outside, the shadows seemed to shift and swirl, responding to her cries. Determined to break free from its hold, Elena researched every scrap of information on her inherited curse. The more she learned, the more she realized the sacrifice required. Someone must willingly take her place. Desperation clawed at her mind as she wondered whom she could trust with this dark secret. All the while, the statue stood silent and forbidding. In a moment of despair, Elena confessed everything to Thomas, her heart heavy with guilt. His reaction was a mixture of disbelief and horror, yet he did not leave her side. Instead, he promised to help, his own fear masked by a facade of courage. Together, they searched for a solution to the curse that bound her. As days passed, Elena's transformation became more pronounced, her skin hardening at a distressing pace. She felt her time was running out, the weight of the guardian's gaze nearly unbearable. On a particularly bleak night, under the crescent moon, she thought she heard the statue whisper her name, a menacing promise intertwined in its tones. In a final, desperate attempt, she decided to confront the statue one last time under the moonlit sky. Thomas watched, helpless, as Elena stood before the guardian, her posture resolute yet vulnerable. At that moment, the realization hit her. There was no escaping the heritage of stone. Her heart heavy with resignation, she knew what she had to do.
Elena whispered a silent farewell to Thomas, her voice barely audible above the wind's mournful wail. With a single touch, she transferred her essence into the statue, accepting her fate as its newest guardian. The world around them stilled for a breathless moment, as if the village itself acknowledged her sacrifice. The fog wrapped around the square, sealing her destiny.
In the days that followed, the village returned to its quiet normalcy, the statue standing as a solemn reminder of Elena's sacrifice. Thomas often visited the square, his heart heavy with loss, yet grateful for the peace restored to their lives. And though he missed his friend dearly, he understood the weight of the legacy she had embraced. The stone guardian, now more weathered and worn, continued its silent vigil over the village.
But deep within the stone's heart, Elena watched over the village, her spirit intertwined with the guardian. She felt the peace she had long sought, her essence protecting those she loved. And as the shadows danced around her, she knew she would never walk alone in the labyrinth of stone again.